Hello and welcome back to Warsword Conquest, and we are in a siege defense. So there are 655 enemies that we have to deal with here. I have 338, which is actually a lot better than normal, and this is indeed gonna be a hard one, because this is Swamp Town. And as you know from the previous episode, Swamp Town was pretty easy for us to take. And we're now up against the pirates, and they're attempting to take it back. And I actually stayed here for a little bit of time, and indeed then I went over to some of the other places thinking, oh yes, I will go over there and I will see if I can oh wow, it seems like I'm gonna have to actually switch back to my shield here. Anyway, basically I went over to a certain number of other places, tried to besiege those because they only had like 40, 30, you know, people there in the garrison. And I thought, yes, this is absolutely perfect. This is wonderful. This means that I can actually make, you know, a bit of a difference. The AI is always a bit slow in, you know, recapturing things and so on and so forth. But things are harsh, I gotta say. Things are harsh in Warsword Conquest right now. Things are not looking particularly good. We are getting quite a few people leveled up, which is obviously fantastic. I'm actually partially thinking that I will literally run into the enemy right now and tell my people to charge in. But the problem with doing that, again, is the fact that I don't really want to push them into a bottleneck, or shall we say, put them into open field as well, where they're literally just going to get shot to pieces. Oh, it seems like my forces are actually moving out. Oh, okay, that's kind of weird. Not sure why they would move out, but okay. Bit strange, bit strange. Okay. My healing has actually helped me a great deal here, so I'm kind of hoping that it's going to continue helping me. And if I can just continue just doing some damage, just a little bit of damage here and there, then I'll be very, very pleased. And I wouldn't mind also getting some additional healing as well. I'm very worried about this, actually. I actually feel a bit more worried about this siege than I have about the others that I've done, because the others were all, well, I mean, you could very easily see, you know, in the previous episode we saw exactly why they were so simple for us to defend against, but this one is a big difference, because you have so much so many ways, actually, so much opportunity for the opponent to just get through and to actually do damage. And a bit worried about that. Bit worried. But we do have a lot of Croxagores right now, which is actually really nice, and I'm kind of happy about that. That's what I've got to say right now. I mean, if I am happy about anything, it's the fact that we have a lot of Croxagores. And that's pretty much it. That's making a huge difference anyway. I mean, you can see here that our Croxagores are the main driving force behind our kills right now. Should I tell my people to charge in? Should I tell my people to charge in? I feel like telling them to charge in. You know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna take a risk here, okay? I'm gonna take a risk. Let's go for it. Let's actually charge. Let us charge, and let's see what we can do. We have enough time in between enemy waves for us to get outside the walls and actually see whether we can, you know, I'm kind of hoping that we can stand on top of them, basically, as soon as they spawn in. That's kind of what I'm hoping we'll be able to do here. Whoa, okay, some weird sound issue there. I'm assuming all the spells that are currently going on is definitely making a huge impact with that, but what is actually going on here? Skinks in the air? I don't even know. Okay. I can feel it in the air tonight. Yes, I can feel the skinks in the air tonight, that's for sure. Well, I can see them at least. I can't feel them right now. But yes, anyway, let's make sure that we are actually going to achieve victory here. Are we actually losing anyone? No, not really, but we are, I think, getting buffed. I think we're getting buffed by an allied spellcaster, which is very nice. And the main thing that I'm thinking of here is that if we can actually get in their business, as it were, we're going to have a much easier time of defending than if we were to just let these fire belchers just fire at us with their cannons and everything. I think that this is much, much better in that regard. But obviously, it does have its downsides. You know, it has a lot of downsides because we are indeed making it a lot easier for them to shoot us, which may in fact cause us to have problems. Yes, I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, I've kind of made my bed now, so we kind of have to lie in it, don't we? We kind of have to lie in it. I am actually really pleased that I have that healing now, because the healing has dramatically helped us in this particular siege. I'm actually very surprised that it has healed me back up to full HP, because whenever I'm doing a dungeon, it feels like I don't get healed at all for some reason. Don't know why. But yeah, let's just move over here, try to continue inflicting some damage along the way. Fire belchers are not anywhere to be seen, so I'm wondering whether we've eliminated all of them. Nice. Good damage, good damage. One of our skinks is actually dealing damage to them, apparently. One of our skink spellcasters, which I'm very happy to see. And yeah, no, we're doing great. I feel like we're doing absolutely fantastically right now. And after this, I'm going to show you the map, because some things have dramatically changed, but nothing too amazing that isn't going to rectify itself in due time, because I'm pretty sure that the Lizardmen are not going to be able to hold it. But they seem to have made inroads in Araby territory for some reason. I don't actually know why they've done this, but I'm going to assume that they're going to lose one of the fiefs at least. And otherwise, apart from that, I have obviously taken the nearby castle, because there was only 100 people or so there, very simple. And I've also obviously been attempting to recapture as many things as possible too. Anyway, as you can see, look at the Croxigors, look at the Croxigors, and indeed the mercenary celestial skink priest has been able to get 47 kills. Very nice. There we go. Alright, so all of these guys are actually managing to escape, which I am extremely irritated by, actually. I would much prefer them not to escape ever, but there you go. If that's how it has to be, then that's how it has to be. And we'll just take a bunch of these guys. I'm actually going to sell a bunch of those, I guess, because we kind of need the cash, I guess. I mean, we're at 18,000 right now, so it's not too bad. But, you know, it's going to be a much better idea to sell it than not, I suppose, right? Anyway. Yeah, I need food, so let's actually just pick up a little bit of food here. Just want to make sure that we're okay with that. Let's go into the tavern. The text log is going to be bugged for a little bit. By the looks of things, we got some more healing potions, which is very nice. We got a potion seller right here. Wow, that's actually super lucky. Is there a ransom broker here? I somehow doubt it. Skink, nope. Okay, no ransom broker here, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to sell. We would have gotten about 7,000 for it normally if we had found a ransom broker, but obviously I didn't. So yeah, unfortunate. But yeah, anyway, let's just level up a bunch more of these guys. Put that at the very bottom. There we are. Wonderful. Okay, so this is basically the map around us right here. Desperado did get taken back by the pirates, and then I went to go and take it back myself. And these two were also taken back, but there was a Lizardman vassal in the area apparently, and they took this one back. As you can see, it's actually currently under siege, and I took the town back. And then obviously this is still part of the Araby, and this is still part of the Araby. That's under siege as well. They did take, oh yeah, there's a huge amount of things that are under siege right here. And as you can tell, the Lizardmen have actually lost this now as well to the Tomb Kings. So things are maybe not looking up too nicely right here. But who knows? Maybe. Are they actually going to... Oh! You're deciding to... Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Oh yeah, by the way, I am actually going to check to see whether I have campaign AI on maximum. Because someone suggested that might be the reason why the AI is you know, regenerating themselves so incredibly fast and magically. And I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest. I don't really like the way that campaign AI works in Warband. I think that it's very unnatural. But I'm gonna take a look after this, and you know, we'll see what I might be able to do with that, because if it is already on a medium or low-ish setting, because I don't like campaign AI, as I say, it just turns the game into a huge grindy mess. But if it is already on a setting that I prefer, then I'm not entirely sure what to do, because the undead pirates are just coming at us like no one's business, really, basically. They are really, really resilient. Very surprising, in actual fact. But yes, we are just going to charge at the opponent once again here. As you can see, I basically can just take these guys on by myself right now. I don't really need to worry about any troops. Funnily enough, I'm not sure why it's taking my guys so long to actually come over here. It's a bit weird. I would have expected them to be relatively quick in eliminating those enemies, but yeah, well, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. As we have achieved victory for a second time at Swamp Town. I am actually going to be heading on over to the nearby town after this, Hexoatl or whatever it's called, and we're going to try to take that. That is going to be, in my opinion, the hardest siege that we're ever going to see. I think that's probably going to be extremely difficult for us. So let's see whether we can actually make it work. Oh, we got a Croxigore. Nice, thank you. Okay, I will take one of those every single day of the week, thank you. And yeah, the loot is absolutely terrible. So anyway, right. Let's do it. Let's go over. Let's. Oh, are you sick? Okay. Yes. Yeah. These guys. I don't even know what to tell you, really. They just literally want to continue coming in here over and over again. But we'll stop them. We'll stop them, as we always do. Alright, so we're here in the final town that we need to take from the Undead Pirates. This is going to be really, really difficult for us because it is indeed a Lizardman architecture, and they have a lot of very, very good vantage points for them to take and shoot at us from. So, yeah, it's not exactly great, is it? No, not very nice indeed. Ah, hello, hello. Get out of here, thank you very much. Okay, oh, actually, this is not... maybe this isn't as bad as I thought. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Maybe. It very much depends on the reload speed, obviously, because their reload speed is going to be the main determining factor whether they can actually fight us off. I am going to go to the sides here and actually kill off these small bands of gunners. Try to eliminate them as fast as possible. Seems, yeah, I think I do need to get a new two-handed. I think that I've come to that decision now where I do need to get a new two-handed weapon, because my current two-handed weapon is, I think, too slow for many of the encounters that we potentially need speed for. And yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty important thing for us to do. Okay, we haven't literally lost anyone right now. Is it because all my Croxigores are leading right now? I think that's probably what's happening. Maybe my efforts are actually paying off here, where, you know, me actually stopping them from shooting. Because these guys are the most effective, probably, because they are the closest. Those ones at the top there might actually be also doing some damage. Here we are starting to lose people now. I would prefer if you wouldn't kill any of my Croxigores. Thank you very much. That would be most agreeable. That would be the best thing possible for you. And if we could slay them faster, that would be wonderful too. But it doesn't seem as though that is actually happening right now. Actually, wait a minute. No. We're getting them. We're getting them. Not too bad. And once we've... Oh, no. Okay, the enemy has actually now debuffed us. So that's obviously a problem. That means I'm going to be doing extremely little damage for quite some time. Oh, dear. Yep, this is bad. This is bad. Hopefully my healing is going to come in just a moment. I am actually still dealing some damage. I'm just not entirely sure how much, because I can't see that. But clearly... Oh, no. They've debuffed us again. Okay, I'm going to have to get in there. Going to have to get stuck in, try to get them uncomfortable with my presence, and try to get them from... to stop them shooting. That's basically what we need to do. My healing has now kicked in, thankfully, so I am now back up to full, basically, almost. How are we doing? How are we doing? Is this okay? Yeah, I think this is alright. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I mean, we do have to kill near to 400 enemies, so this is... Oh yeah, the depth guards are obviously going to be a problem. Okay, I'm going to have to actually focus these guys down, I think. I should probably focus these guys down really, really quickly here. If I can actually do it quickly with a one-handed. Because I think, personally, I should probably go for one of those insta-kill two-handed weapons or something like that. Something that will actually, you know, allow me to kill those high-health targets. Those dangerous, dangerous enemies in a shorter amount of time. That's probably going to make a pretty big difference. Or at least I think so. And if we can eliminate these, we're good. Yep, there you go. That is it. That is it. Whew, okay, that was actually not as painful as I thought. As I said, I personally feel like there are some layouts that are extremely dangerous, and I'm mostly talking about the other Lizardmen towns that we've been to, and the other Lizardmen castles as well. Their layouts have been extremely dangerous for us, and we've sustained so many casualties, but this one specifically was very simple for us to deal with, mostly because, as I say, they had to rely on their reload speed. And their reload speed is obviously going to be extremely bad because they are indeed using guns, and guns are pretty slow to reload. So that's the reason why we had so many really, really good opportunities here. Can I actually... Oh, I took those? Okay. I can barely see that. That's actually really funny. I highly doubt that this is actually going to do anything. I'm not going to ask for any rewards either. Generally, I don't ask for any rewards anymore because it feels like the AI just doesn't want to give them to me anyway. And it's highly unlikely I'm going to be leaving the Lizardmen at this point because I've helped them so dramatically. It basically just doesn't really make sense. At least from my perspective, because we're otherwise basically just going to be throwing away the potential for huge amounts of vassal help, even if, I mean, obviously this is the thing. If we can eliminate the undead pirates, because as you can see right here, we're actually doing not a bad job of that, because this was their last really big fief, and they've just taken this back from us, and they're obviously going to try and take back this one as well. But the fact is, we've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, and Desperado is extremely easy to take. There's only going to be around 50 people or so there. Super, super quick and easy for us. So that shouldn't be too bad. And all we need to do is just continue to keep on top of the vassals. If we can continue to stay on top of them and try to prevent them from recapturing stuff that is close to us at the time, then we're probably going to have a very, very good chance to eliminate the undead pirates completely from the game. And you know what that's going to do? That is going to refocus our Lizardmen vassals on our other opponents. And obviously I'm talking about the Tomb Kings, I'm talking about the Arabi as well, and they are obviously a big thorn in our side at the moment. The Tomb Kings, I think, are going to be the most dangerous for us to deal with. Just purely because their magic is quite dangerous. I haven't really fought against the, well, either faction too dramatically, but we are definitely we're gonna get an opportunity to see. We are definitely gonna get an opportunity to see which one is going to be more difficult to deal with. But I'm calling it now that I think the Tomb Kings will probably be the most difficult. Even though, actually, you know what? Maybe I should get that Blade of Eternity's weapon. Because that's a really, really nice weapon. It kills mounts instantly, which might be extremely useful to fight against the Tomb Kings. Because the Tomb Kings themselves, they have these serpent serpent type mounts, don't they? And the serpent mounts are, as you might expect, pretty high HP, and they're quite damaging too, but not sure actually. I mean, my forces, as you can quite clearly see here, are literally having a whale of a time. They are really not having huge amounts of problems dealing with the undead pirates here, so this is a siege though. That's the whole point. This is a siege. And I have actually now pivoted over to an infantry heavy playstyle. I do still have some Cold War champions, of course, but I haven't really been prioritizing keeping them around, even though they are actually fine. They are fine in sieges, they're just not optimal. But yeah, I'm gonna be intrigued to see what actually happens, because we're gonna be in a situation where we have a lot of infantry, maybe not so many cavalry, and we're gonna be up against people that have a lot of cavalry, so I don't know. At the moment, I think it's gonna be fine, because I'm feeling pretty confident with my current setup. But, I mean, that's obviously because we are in a situation now where we're basically just doing sieges, you know. Because if we have to change our strategy to doing mostly field battles, then that might actually prove to be a bit more difficult than we could potentially like. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Anyway, there we go. We were able to capture this. Oh, Ancient Croxagore. Give me one of those. Thank you very much. Okay, let's just get rid of some of this. There we go. Scar Veteran. Oh, they're really good, aren't they? Okay, let me just get one of those guys. There we go. I'm not going to take any prisoners right now. I don't really see the point in that. They don't really seem to be giving me huge amounts of money for that or anything. Anyway, there you go. So okay, we've taken this, and we only now just have to kind of crush the remaining resistance. Let me actually just see how many do they have here. 35? Oh, I must have taken this beforehand. All right. And what about this one? They have 46 here. Okay, so they basically have nothing. They basically have nothing at all, and we can very easily take these with minimal problems. And then they're done. Then they are completely eliminated. And that is, you know, objective 1 of 2 completed then. Because obviously I did set a small pseudo objective for us, which was to eliminate the undead pirates and the Tomb Kings from the game, to be able to, you know, call a certain goal / series complete to a certain degree, because obviously the Lizardmen do have some natural enemies in the undead pirates and the Tomb Kings. They do seem to not like each other that much. And yes, I'm going to be interested. I'm going to be interested to see whether we can actually pull that off. Alright, so there it is. There's the victory for us. I actually managed to get myself trapped in this weird location right here with all the cannons and stuff. It doesn't seem like there's a staircase outside of it, but you know, that doesn't really matter because we're done. But that's quite funny nevertheless. Anyway, let's leave, and we will move on to the next ones. And as I said, I think we're probably gonna be absolutely fine here. I don't think the undead pirates actually have any fight in them left. At least that's what it seems like to me. We are basically just, you know, stamping out the last of their fire, as it were. And they don't seem to really have much resistance left to give. Alright, so there you go. That was indeed the final siege for the undead pirates. I basically just, you know, took the rest relatively simply. I basically just stood there, to be honest, because my forces were able to take it without me. So this is it. This is what the map looks like now. As you can see, we do have still a bit of a problem with the Arabi coming in and trying to do something to us. But yes, finally, the undead pirates have been completely eliminated. And I gotta say, that is a huge load off my mind. But let's just actually see whether they are indeed... Aha, wait a minute. Okay. I'm gonna have to go over here. We're gonna have to do something about these guys. Because the main thing we have to consider now is that they're... I'm gonna reject that. The main thing they're gonna do is they will try to take something back. and we have to... Oh, yeah, this is kind of annoying, isn't it? Yeah, this is kind of annoying. Actually, you know what? Wait a minute. Can I actually... Yeah. No, I can fight these. Yes. Okay, you better... I'm actually just going to auto-resolve. Auto-resolving kills all... What? Are you serious? This makes no sense whatsoever. The auto-resolve in Warband is so bad. I don't even understand how that's even possible. But yes, that auto-resolve literally killed 8 of my troops. If I had just gone in there normally, then it would have killed 0 of my troops. That is hilarious. Yeah, anyway. Very funny, isn't it? It's super funny. I don't even know how that even happens, but, you know, it's the same thing with... when you go into a battle, you know, against some bandits or something like that. Let's just say that you're playing native or whatever, and you have an entire army filled with Swadian knights or something like that. And you literally try to fight against some sea raiders or whatever, just randomly, you thinking to yourself, oh yeah, I'll do this quest, or I'll do something about this. And you just auto-resolve against a band of, I don't know, 30 sea raiders or something, and you have 250 Swadian knights or some crazy number like that, and you end up losing 10 of them. That happens. It's so funny. It actually does happen. And, you know, in a normal situation, if you were to go into a normal battle, that's never going to happen in a million years. That would never happen. So, it's very strange. But, yeah, anyway. We will obviously have a pretty easy time here. Hopefully my little mount will not die. And hopefully I'm going to be able to... get out of here. Thank you very much. Whew. Okay, that was a bit close. That was a bit too close for my liking, but there you go. And my forces should be able to eliminate these guys. Now, the most annoying thing about being the only person taking stuff is the fact that the AI doesn't really seem particularly strong when it comes to adding troops to a garrison. And that's obviously making things so much more difficult. For us, because then I have to do this kind of stuff, and we have to run around, you know, running interference and so on and so forth. And yeah, that's not particularly great, is it? No. But yeah, I mean, look, there's only 2 people here. This guy's only got 2 people. Come on now, you better get out of here. Oh, what's going on here? You suddenly find yourself in the middle of a skirmish between some goblins and some pirates. Your troops quickly clear any combatants who get too close for comfort, but not before you take a dart to the neck and collapse on the ground. You wake up a few hours later and with great difficulty stagger to your feet. You realize you've been drugged and curse the goblin who did it. Your troops inform you that the goblin is dead along with many others. Oh, so I can't move. Look at that. Literally, that just messed up my pursuit of that guy. That is hilarious. That is so funny. Okay, well, this guy is maybe going to attempt to besiege this. Or maybe he's not. I mean, it very much depends. No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay, well, all I can say now is that I can just cross my fingers and hope that the undead pirates will be eliminated after a certain amount of time. Let's just hope that that's going to happen at least, because otherwise I have no idea how I'm going to track them all down. Really, I don't. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.